Alright, on to part C of video number 6. And this is possible problems when you're working with buttons. We're going to show what happens if you forgot to put in an instance name. And we'll go over a possible time that would happen. You want to remove the go button while the electrophoresis is playing. That doesn't mean that you're going to take it out during the actual process, but you don't want it to be showing while the electrophoresis is playing. And then if you do this effectively in the wrong order, what might happen and how can you correct that? So let's go to Flash. All right, here we are. We've got our go button in frame number 1, and we have our 2 keyframes with action script in it. So let's lock the action script just in case, and we have our button layer unlocked. All right, what we want to do is when we get out here, we want the go button to no longer be visible. And then we're going to put it back in when we come out to frame number 65. I'm going to do this 2 ways, and let me show you hopefully the easiest way first. All right, you're going to click in frame 65, and yep, we're in frame 65, and we want to insert into the timeline a keyframe. All right, the reason I'm doing this is this leaves the button in place with its instance name. Now what I'm going to do is come to frame number 5. I'm going to again insert into the timeline a keyframe. And now what I'm going to do is in this keyframe, I'm going to delete the go button. All right, and I can tell that there is no content because this is white as opposed to gray. Gray has content, white does not. So now my go button is in place, it goes away, and it will come back again. All right, so I'm going to save that. And we will control test the movie. I will play, and notice it goes away and it comes back again, so I can go back to the beginning. Now, if I didn't do that, I'm going to click here. I'm going to right click and I'm going to clear the keyframe. And I'm going to click here, right click, and clear the keyframe. All right, so this is where I started. The other way you could do this, and this becomes a little bit more difficult, you click in the frame 5, you insert a keyframe, and you delete the go button. You come out to, in the white layer, you come out to frame 65, you insert a keyframe, and now you drag the button in place. And now you move it sort of over. Now let's say you just simply did that and you clicked. Now the reason I'm saying this is if you look, I've put the button in, but it has no instance name. I want to show you what's going to happen. So in frame number 1, I have an instance name. In frame number 65, I have no instance name. Let's see what happens. Control, whoops, test the movie. All right, button works fine. I can tell I have a button because the arrow turns into the finger tool, but absolutely nothing happens because my button does not have an instance name. So I click here, I'm in frame 65, I've clicked on the button, and I type go_btn. And I save that. The button works, it goes away, it comes back again, and now it works again. So the point is that you have to have an instance name for the button. There it is. You have to have the instance name that the action script is expecting, and the action script is expecting Go BTN as the instance name. All right, so those are a couple of things that you need to look out for. One of the common problems people are going to ask is, Mr. Klein, my button doesn't work. And the first thing I'm going to ask you is, does it have an instance name? And you need to show me that it does have an instance name, and then we can work on it. Okay, there you go.